Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. It has been years in the making and now a unique partnership between Bloomington-based Cook Medical and Goodwill Industries, bringing hope to an underserved neighborhood on the near northeast side of Indianapolis. A $15 million medical device manufacturing facility will mean jobs, free education, and community ownership. With more on the new manufacturing investment, I'm pleased to welcome back to the show Cook Medical and Cook Group President Pete Yonkman. And Pete, welcome.
Gary, it's great to be with you again.
I want to talk about this unique investment in a moment, but you've got the device, the medical device that will be manufactured at that facility with you. Give us, let us see that device and what it's all about, why you're doing it at this new facility.
Yeah, I have that here, Gary. This is a product that unfortunately has been in high demand for us over the last few years. This is called a Blue Rhino percutaneous tracheostomy device. And what this product does is it allows people to come off a trach tube. So people who are having trouble breathing are often on a ventilator. They have a tube that goes down their throat, through their vocal cords, and it causes a lot of distress. This allows physicians to go in a much more minimally invasive way and allow that breathing for patients. So it's been in high demand. We desperately need that capacity. I can tell you we'll be happy one day when the demand goes back to normal for this product.
Yeah, so an important product for you at this new Northeast Side Indianapolis plant. But this is an investment that really goes beyond the dollars, the jobs, and the opportunity there. But this is about really supporting a community in so many ways. Talk about the idea, the model behind this, because this is about folks in the community being the employees there and really taking literally ownership of the whole project.
Yeah, this building is obviously a beautiful new state-of-the-art medical device manufacturing facility, but it's so much more than that. It means 100 new jobs for people in the community. I talked to the first 20 employees. Many of them are walking to work. They're riding their bike to work. It's right in the middle of the community. People are going to have access to free education. Goodwill will run and operate this facility, which means they bring their wraparound services. So things like life coaches, people who can help them coordinate if you're coming out of prison, help them coordinate schedules, get a license, find a place to live. It really is more of a holistic approach to how can we be part of a community and help build up the skills and the resources that people need to make this community a successful place.
Yeah, I know as part of this too, there's a grocery store that you're building in the area there that will support the area that will ultimately be owned and operated by a couple of area entrepreneurs, neighborhood entrepreneurs. That's an important piece of this as well.
No doubt. So what we learned from being in the community was that the area we're in is a food desert. There are upwards of 100,000 people who don't have easy access to a grocery store. All 5 of the big box grocery stores left in the last 5 years. And so when you talk to people, they're going to the gas station to find food. They can't find fruits and vegetables. You can't have, just from a business perspective, you can't have a workforce that can't have easy access to food, but you can't have a community that doesn't have access to food. So we partner with 2 local entrepreneurs, 2 great guys who grew up in the community. They were trying to build a grocery store. They had a few years into it, but they were struggling. They couldn't get the supply chain. So we brought our ability to build buildings. We know about supply chain, and we're going to be having a brand new grocery store, 15,000 square foot, full service grocery store, right next to our manufacturing plant, right in the middle of the community. And it's going to be owned and operated by 2 local entrepreneurs. And that to me is an example of if everybody brings their best to the table, we bring our skills, they bring theirs, the community brings their resources, we can solve these problems. These obstacles are not too big to overcome. These barriers can be broken down, and we've seen that with these partnerships that we have.
Yeah, and I guess to kind of underscore, and you mentioned this earlier, but the employees, it's a diverse workforce from the immediate area. You've met those goals of really having it all from the immediate area there. So that impact, and it's estimated $26 million. It'll extend beyond the neighborhood, but so much of it will be right there nearby.
Tens of millions of dollars of economic input coming back into a community that had not seen investment. They had not seen opportunity like this before. You talked about the workforce. As I said, people are coming from the neighborhood. So many of them are walking. And what that means is you can be integrated into the community. You're not just driving off somewhere to do a job. We set a goal of reaching 100% minority contractors on the build of this facility. We reached that. And I think that's another important part about that. We have dozens of people now who are able to come into the construction industry because of this project who had never been in it before. And they're on their pathway to high-paying careers, because if you think about it locally, and try to include the local community, you can really get people on the path toward upward mobility.
I think a lot of companies and folks will be watching the progress of this unique partnership, because I think it is interesting indeed and can have real impact. Pete Yonkman, the president of Cook Medical and Cook Group, thanks for joining us and good luck with the project.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
All right.